the registered dietitian and breastfeeding coordinator, and Amanda Marsh, senior breastfeeding peer counselor, breastfeeding peer manager, and all from the Jackson County Health Department. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good.
Good. You guys have a lot going on right now. The world's kind of still a little upside down in your world. Tell us what's happening.
We do, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So right now, August is Breastfeeding Awareness Month, so we've been busy with that lately. We were just at the fair. We also did our own breastfeeding event at the health department, kind of kicked off with our Project Fresh event, so our farmers market program. So we celebrated our breastfeeding moms for doing a great job with their breastfeeding successes and things like that. So, but August is Breastfeeding Awareness Month every year in the United States, and in Michigan, Governor Whitmore actually declared August of 2022 as Breastfeeding Month in Michigan. So each year the theme changes a little bit. So this year WIC's theme is Into Every Drop, which is focused more on reflecting on some of the things and the people that go into every drop of breast milk. So Breastfeeding Awareness Month is dedicated to not just advancing advocacy, but also protection and promotion, and just to give all families the opportunity to breastfeed.
Nice.
Yeah.
And it can be a challenge.
It can.
It can. So at what point do people contact you and reach out for support? Is it while they're pregnant, getting ready to have a baby? Is it after and they're having an issue? When can we call you guys?
Yeah, and I can kind of speak on that. We have 3 peers, what we call breastfeeding peers. So we're all 3 of us are moms who have breastfed before, and with the world today, there's the formula shortages and all the things that are happening, and so we have just seen such an increase in moms wanting to breastfeed, curious about breastfeeding, and so we are available right away as soon as they, the mom identifies that they're pregnant, they're looking for that support, that education, we're there to offer that, and then throughout their pregnancy, we're there to answer any questions, things that they have, and then as they deliver and things like that, we're also there for that extra support after, and they really become like, I was just telling somebody, I have clients that come in and show me their baby in their Halloween costumes. Like, we develop these close relationships with these babies and these moms, and you just love them like, they're your own. So it's awesome.
More baby pictures.
Don't send them to Bart. Because if you've seen one baby, you've seen them all. Right, Bart?
No, that's sunsets.
And rainbows.
I love to see baby pictures.
Sunsets and rainbows. You might as well throw the babies in there too. So my first child came a little early, and we delivered at U of M Mott on Christmas Day. So it was a little hectic, a little crazy. Yeah. And then they send you home, and my pediatrician was not available, nobody was available, and I had some major issues. And I ended up calling up to the hospital here in Jackson and just saying, she's not latching on, I'm a nervous wreck. So I went up there, and they had a lactation consultant that literally changed not just my life, but obviously my baby's life too. And so it's such a huge resource. And you would think, I felt like this is the most natural thing in the world. I don't need somebody to teach me how to do it. Anybody can do it. And that's not necessarily the case. Yeah. And so I was thrilled to have that support, and I'm so happy that you guys are there helping people now. Yeah. You mentioned the farmers market piece, and I think that's a fun thing to couple with it, because what we put in is what goes out, right?
Absolutely.
Do you have to educate the expecting moms on how to best take care of themselves and prepare to breastfeed?
Yeah. So we talk a lot about nutrition and how it's important, not just prenatally, but also postpartum, whether they're breastfeeding or not. So that's a big piece of the farmers market program, just giving them the education, because farmers markets are nice. It tends to be cheaper, but people don't always know how to use the produce at the farmers market, or because it doesn't look like at the grocery store.
Especially
either.
kale.
What do you do with kale, Bart?
You saute it, and then dump it into the garbage.
I knew you were going to say and dump it.
No chips for you, huh?
No kale chip, no kale salad for you?
No. All right, so I'll ask the main question.
Do it.
Can someone be breastfeeding and be using formula at the same time?
Great question.
Yeah, so we have moms that do, many parents actually breastfeed and utilize formula. But with the shortages recently, we've had a lot of moms that have chose to relactate, which is great. That's one of the silver
What,
linings.
did you say relactate?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
So that means where a mom just maybe hasn't produced in a while, and then she's trying to bring back her milk supply.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Yeah.
It's incredible. Our bodies are amazing.
Yeah, it's almost like, and you can even trick your body into thinking that, I've even seen foster moms that have relactated
Really?
for.
Oh yeah, adoptive
Wow.
parents,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
incredible.
I mean, it is a little bit of work, and it depends, a lot of factors go into it, how long it's been since
Sure.
they've breastfed last and things like that, but it's definitely possible.
Yeah.
Well, Bart's probably asking because you guys kind of get left out of the feeding frenzy part of the bonding with kiddos.
Well, I think we're not part of the process and being educated, and like when you're with a lactation consultant, where's dad?
Yeah.
It's not there.
Yeah, I think now it might be a little bit more interactive than it
We
used
do,
to be.
we do try to really encourage families to come, and we even encourage grandparents because things change so
Yeah.
much, and so we say when we talk to our clients, we say bring the whole family, because we want to educate everybody, because then I always say who's gonna be there in the war with you is your family, and they're gonna be supporting you and saying, hey, you can do this.
So for people that are on the fence or don't know a lot about it, what are the benefits to breastfeeding? Why is
Yeah.
it worth all that extra effort?
There's so many benefits. We see less risk of SIDS, which is a huge reason. We see less, obesity, diabetes, all the kind of health benefits that come with it. A lot of people are like, oh yeah, I know that it's healthier for my baby. But there is this added, and we've seen a lot of people lately, like I said, say, I want to breastfeed because I've heard my friends can't find formula,
Yeah.
so there's that piece alone.
Yeah.
And there is the cost savings. Babies are expensive. And so, it just overall infant health is better. Overall, your financial health is better. It's just a really great thing, and we're here for support. So that's the great thing too, is that at WIC, we don't just support our clients. We actually, if you don't have to be a WIC client to receive breastfeeding support at WIC.
Oh, nice. That's
So
good to know.
any family can come in and say, hey, I'm struggling with breastfeeding and I need help, and we are more than happy to help them.
Fantastic. Can someone, let's see, is it a class? I mean, do I call you? You come to me, I come to you? How does that relationship, what does that look like?
Yeah, so we have walk-ins available. I mean, we will take a mom, as long as we aren't with another mom, which we have, several breastfeeding staff at WIC. So we really do our best to try to fit people in. But yeah, walk in, call, text us. We're very available and, just ready to help and serve.
And very friendly people that you'll meet when you go there.
Yes, very
Yes.
welcoming, and you guys are moms and you've been there. I think that's so
Sure.
important
Yeah,
to be
yeah.
able to ask those questions and be vulnerable because they know you've had the experience.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So there's still the formula shortage though, right?
There is, yeah. So it's still happening, unfortunately, but the Sturgis plant is back open, and they're more focusing on the specialty formulas right now, but we're seeing the basic advance, the soy-based formula, the sensitive are all popping back up on the shelves, which is good. If someone is having troubles finding formula, there's the Formula Shortage Jackson Facebook page, also Partial to Girls. I always encourage people to call WIC and see if they're eligible, regardless if they get Medicaid or not, because they can get on income-based as well.
Wonderful.
And our, it changes every year, our guidelines. So
Our income guidelines are very generous.
yes.
Yes.
Well, Allie and Amanda, we thank you so much for educating us both. I learned something. I didn't know you could relactate. That's
Yeah.
incredible. So thank you for being here, and we hope that August is a great breastfeeding awareness month for you guys.
Absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Allie Wessell is registered dietitian and breastfeeding coordinator. Amanda Marsh, senior breastfeeding peer counselor, breastfeeding peer manager, both with the Jackson County Health Department. Midwest Enviro Solutions, what do they do? We are